Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hi, this is Tammy Patzer, and I am excited to introduce you to Al Rowe. Al is the owner of Smooju, and he manufactures different high-quality food products. Today, I'm going to be talking to Al about beef bars. Hi, Al.
Hello, Tammy. How are you today?
Perfect. So
Good.
Tell me, number one, what is a beef bar, and who would be interested in eating beef bars?
Okay. Tammy, a beef bar is made out of a grass-fed, high-protein Angus beef. What we do, Tammy, is we'll take a piece of beef that has no hormones or no antibiotics added to it, and we'll take and we'll buy it 93 to 95% fat-free. And then we'll take and we'll trim probably another 4 or 5% of fat off it, so that when we're completed with the beef bar, or with the chunk of meat that we're going to process into a beef bar, it is probably 97 to 98% fat free. It's one big chunk of beef. The only fat that you'll have that will work with is the marbling that's internally in the chunk of beef. I don't know if you know this or not, but we use it's an Angus breed of cattle, and they're known for the marbling in the beef itself, which adds flavor. And so, in essence, that's all the fat that you'll get from us. Then we'll take and we'll prepare the beef. We'll add in our special blend of seasoning, and then we have developed a piece of equipment that we will add on to the grinder, and we will produce the beef bar. The beef bar itself comes out in strips. It's very highly concentrated beef, very compact. You can break one apart and you can see how dense and lean the beef is. And our beef bars are then cut into 4-inch long strips, run through the cooking process, and then packaged.
So what's the difference between, say, a beef bar and a jerky?
Well, the difference between a beef bar and jerky is the process. You'll know that jerky can be tough to eat. Jerky will, even though it has a nutritional value to it, it's very tough to chew. Sometimes your jaws can get a little bit sore chewing, but the beef bar, there's no fight to the bite. It's an easy chew. It's like eating something very, very soft. It just comes apart as you chew it, and so there's really no resistance at all to the chewing part of a beef bar. And it's highly concentrated beef that has a lot of protein in it. Our bars generally have around 13 grams of protein in them, and they're an organic mesquite flavoring.
So the flavoring mesquite, I know for me personally, I always worry about, for example, does it have any MSG? Does it have any sodium? Or what is the sodium content compared to what I personally need? So how does the beef bar compare?
Well, there are no allergens at all, no MSG in our beef bars. And they have approximately 245 milligrams per liter, which is really a very small amount of sodium.
Okay, so who? It sounds like something like someone like me would really like, because I like to eat a higher protein diet. Who are you thinking of when you created this beef bar? Who were you thinking of as your ideal client?
Well, I was thinking of almost everybody that wants to eat healthy. My wife and I are very healthy eaters. We drink organic juices, highly concentrated organic juices. Um, I give the beef bars to my granddaughter, my grandson, and they would really fit well into almost anybody's diet because they're a high protein uh, uh, snack, if you will, and that they're I mean bodybuilders, people that ride bikes, fishing, hunting. They have an extended shelf life so that you can take them with you uh, when you go out and about doing your daily activities, and they're very filling, very filling.
So if somebody, they're 4 inches long, or I guess, and how many calories would a beef bar have if somebody was thinking about, calorie intake?
One beef bar, one serving size, has approximately 50 calories. So they're not very calorie heavy, um, as far as that goes, Tammy.
Oh wow. So really they could be a nice high protein snack, or a protein supplement with fairly low calories then.
Absolutely. When we start out with our beef bars, they weigh approximately 1.7 to 1.8 ounces wet. And then after we cook them, they cook down to around 1.2, 1.3 ounces. And so there is a lot of beef in a bar that's approximately 4 to 4.5 inches long, an inch and a quarter wide, and about a half an inch thick when we start cooking.
So why did you choose beef as the protein source for this product?
Well, beef, and you probably know this, Tammy, but beef is the only complete protein on planet Earth. And what I mean by that is it it provides the body with all the needed amino acids that other forms of incomplete proteins don't provide to the body. I'm not saying that the nuts and the fruits and the vegetables and all those other forms of protein are bad, because they aren't. They're really good for you. But the real issue is they're incomplete proteins. You have to eat all of them to get even close to a complete protein. And then generally you have to add in a whey product to get to a complete protein. That's why they sell a lot of whey, because that enhances and gives you a complete protein. Where the beef bar, um, you don't have to do that. In fact, vegetarians should even eat a small portion of beef daily as well.
Oh, that's interesting. So, as far as nutritional value, so beef gives you the complete protein, and I did not know that. I really didn't know that it was the only complete protein. Um, so, as far as nutritional value, what else can I expect? And while you're talking about that, I understand that you also have some other products that you put together, and you might as well tell me a little bit more about what else you've created, because you have actually come up with these products. They're your own recipes. And then you also mentioned that you created a special machine to make the bars. So you've invented some different things, which is cool. So tell me about the nutritional values, and a little bit expand on your story. How in the world did you come up with this idea in the first place?
Well, it all started out making organic drinks. Now, the thing with organic drinks, Tammy, is when you're making organic juices, the centrifugal method of making a juice, it has to be consumed within 30 to 45 minutes. And the reason for that is because pasteurization starts to occur. And what takes place when pasteurization starts to occur is all the nutrient value of any juice starts to diminish, which means that once it's pasteurized, you've lost your nutritional value. And so what I started to do, Tammy, was I started cold pressing. And what cold pressing is, it allows you, number one, to get a shelf life. You can get a shelf life for your drinks for anywhere from 3 to 5 days. And the way I process it is I have a cold press, and it slowly grinds the different fruits or vegetables up. And then you'll take and you put it in a press, and you'll apply anywhere from 500 to 1,000 and above pounds per square inch of pressure on that, and it'll actually squeeze the juice right out of the fruits or the vegetables. And I had all this pulp that was left over, and I just kept thinking that there was something that this pulp can be used for, because there still is some nutrient value in the pulp, because you don't squeeze 100% of the juices out of the pulp. And so I just kept thinking about that and thinking about that. And then this may not sound good to you, but I had some venison, some ground venison. And my wife does not like ground venison. And so I found like a small caulking gun where I could put the ground venison in the tube and then squeeze the jerky out. And that's how it all started, is using first of all the ground pulp from organics, and then the thought pattern went to the jerky, and then I finally got to a piece of equipment that would take and mix up and grind up the beef, and then I just developed a small head for the end that the beef would pass on through the small head and form into a beef bar. Now, my strips of beef, they can come out of the machine, and they can be 15 feet long, and then we just cut them at 4.5 inch long pieces. And the nutrient value that comes out of that is really amazing, because you have approximately 140 calories in one bar. That's not an awful lot of calories. And the fat calories, Tammy, are only 50. And so it's just totally small. Total fat is only 7 grams per serving, per bar. And so that's not bad as well. They're just, it's a good, quick, nutritional snack. Now, my wife and I, we'll in the morning, we'll drink 8 ounces of organic juice because I put about 9 different types uh, of vegetables in my juices. We make the one juice, and it's got most of the nuts and bolts uh, of good nutrient value. We've got spinach, kale, carrots, cucumbers, Italian parsley, ginger, apples. Well, I know I didn't get all 9 of them, but they're there. And so we'll drink, and 8 ounces in the morning, first thing, and then mid morning have a beef bar, and you're good to go till lunch because it's very, very filling. And one of the other products that we're coming up with here is it's a trail mix. And what we're doing right now, it's experimental, is we're taking and we're slicing up the fruits and the vegetables and running them through a dehydrator. And you know that when you dehydrate something, you take the moisture out of that fruit or vegetable, and till a later day, if you want, you could either eat it dry, and when it gets into the body, it rehydrates and it still supplies all the nutritional value that's in the fruit of the vegetable. But what we're going to do is we're going to dehydrate fruits and vegetables, and then we're going to add in our beef bar, pieces of our beef bar. And so when you're out riding your bike, or you're out fishing, or you're hiking, whatever the case may be, you can just eat right out of your trail mix there, and you're going to be getting a complete meal. And in fact, if you're out hiking or camping, or and you have water available, you can put water into some type of container, add in your trail mix, and you've got a complete meal. You've got you've got the beef, and then you've got the other vegetables as well.
Wow, that actually, it's making me hungry. It sounds like I'm thinking in my mind vegetable beef soup, which is one of my favorite soups. So if I want to find out more about buying either beef bars or the healthy juice, or watching for the new product, where do I go?
Well, you can go out to our company website, which is smooju.com. That's SMOOJU.com. And you can find out about our product, or you can go out to beefbars.com, and you can click on one of the coupons there, and it will take you to the smooju.com site. The beefbar.com site is still in the process of being improved. It's not the ideal site yet, but it's a good informational site that will lead you to smooju.com. And I ought to mention also, Tammy, that if you go out to smooju.com, we have a tab there that's called Good Info. And if you tab the ingredient spotlight, or ingredient spotlight, it'll drop down and it'll tell you the value of all the different fruits and the vegetables, so that you can really see, if you're interested in eating healthy, you can actually see what the different vegetables or fruits have in them as far as nutritional value that are good for you. And it just enhances your knowledge on how to eat healthy.
That's really good. The value of going to your website just to find out what those different fruits and vegetables, what they can contribute to your nutritional value is great. Well, Al, I really, really appreciate you sharing all this information about eating healthy And I like the idea of a beef bar because it sounds like it's high quality food, real food, and it sounds like it's easy to eat and it's easy to take with you no matter if you're going to work or going to play or, going out on life's adventures. I really like that. So I really appreciate you taking time to talk with me today.
Thank you very much, Tammy, and thank you for taking time out of your busy day to help me introduce people to the Smooju brand of products. And specifically, Tammy, thanks for allowing me to share about the beef bar and the different products. And I'm just grateful to you for helping me. And you have a very, very good day.
Thank you. This is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a great day.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.